The tough call of the day is actually going to be a business story. It's Jack Welch. Christine is going to do our tough call.
Well, here's the thing. Jack Welch, the former CEO of GE, still talking about that surprising jobs report from Friday. He wrote this morning in a Wall Street Journal op-ed. The 7.8% unemployment rate figure released by the BLS last week is downright implausible. And that's why I made a stink about it. Now, here's what is that stink he made in a tweet after the jobs report came out. This is what he said. You recall this, guys. Unbelievable jobs number. These Chicago guys will do anything. Can't debate, so change numbers. Economists say, of course, a large number of Americans reported working part-time, where they started working from home, driving the jobless rate lower. There can also be statistical anomalies month to month, but the trend is the most important thing to look at. The jobless rate has been falling. This is the trend. Jack Welch is taking issue with the very last part of that chart. That's the trend, showing it falling pretty consistently. And interesting about this, Jack Welch is a columnist. He contributes columns and commentary to both Fortune and to Reuters. He will no longer be doing that. He has sent a letter, an email to both of them, sent via his iPad, it says on the email, that he gets better traction at the Wall Street Journal, so he won't be sharing any more of his content on Fortune or Reuters.
Both of them wrote articles that were critical of what he had said.
This isn't a tough call. This is a wimp call. Jack is upset because he's taking... It is a wimp call. He's taking heat because he's so used to everybody kissing his butt as America's favorite CEO. Had the unemployment rate gone up to 8.4, he would have said a word. So if you criticize the BLS, it going down, criticize it when it goes up. So, Jack, guess what? Take the heat. It's okay. Stop being a wimp about it.
Yeah, but look, what I don't like is all the ageism that flows when somebody who's 76 years old makes a comment that people disagree with.
Well,
so we've heard the word dementia. We were just handed an article where people are
criticize young people all the time for being young and dumb.
Early stage dementia. He had to go on TV the other day and defend against the fact that he doesn't, that he still is cognizant.
Right, but isn't that because people thought that his original tweet where he said the Chicago guys are manipulating the numbers, they just thought that was crazy, not necessarily that he's an older guy. That just seemed insane.
He compounded it in the Wall Street Journal article where he says, imagine a country where the ruling authorities, he compared what happened to him when he was criticized for spinning a conspiracy theory to communist China and Soviet Russia. Now imagine if you lived in communist China or Soviet Russia looking at Jack Welch, this multimillionaire who tweeted some conspiracy theory, so people pushed back and criticized him, which I think is what free speech is all about, and then he went on to describe that as similar to being in Soviet Russia.
I mean, no, Jack, the fact that you don't actually say it means you're in America. It's called the First Amendment.
Listen, here's what I'd like to say before you tweet something. Just take a moment. He wishes he put a question mark or some question marks after the tweet. It would have been all right.
It's not the tweet, it's the editorial that probably went through editors that he sat down and thought about and wrote.
And then he came out and double down.
The tweet, it was what started it all. Right. He said he should have done this, put the tweet in a different context, which he did not.
The unemployment numbers still stink. With all he was tweeting about them.
But the thing is, we were discussing that. He was discussing twisting the numbers, which is a different
thing. It's a difference between the conspiracy element. Right. We got to take a break.
The ruling authorities.
Also strange. I had this morning on Starting.